Have you ever poured your time, energy, money, or heart into helping someone, only to watch them turn around and stab you in the back? Maybe you gave them a job recommendation, loaned them cash when they were broke, stood up for them when no one else would, or pulled them out of a dark place emotionally. And then, when you least expected it, they gossiped about you, competed against you, sided with your enemies, or simply vanished when you needed support. It hurts deeper than ordinary betrayal because it's not random. It's the very people you lifted up who cut you down first. This pattern isn't coincidence or bad luck. It's rooted in core aspects of human psychology that most people never admit out loud. Today, we're diving straight into why the people you help are often the first to betray you, and what that reveals about the darker side of human nature. First, consider the hidden debt that help creates. When you help someone, especially generously or repeatedly, you create an unspoken psychological obligation. They feel indebted. Gratitude should theoretically strengthen the bond, but for many, that debt feels uncomfortable, even humiliating. Humans hate feeling inferior or dependent. Instead of saying thank you and reciprocating, their mind scrambles to neutralize the imbalance. One of the fastest ways? Resentment. They start seeing you not as a benefactor, but as a reminder of their own weakness. Every time they look at you, they remember the moment they were low and you were high. That memory stings. To escape the discomfort, they rewrite the story. You weren't really helping out of kindness, you were showing off, controlling them, or making them feel small. Suddenly, betrayal feels like payback, like reclaiming dignity. The ingratitude isn't just forgetfulness, it's active self-defense. This ties directly into cognitive dissonance. When someone accepts major help but can't or won't repay it in kind, their brain faces conflict. Actions and self-image clash. I'm a good, independent person, yet I needed saving. To resolve that tension, they adjust their perception of you downward. You become less noble in their eyes. Your generosity gets reframed as manipulation or pity. Once you're no longer the hero, betraying you stops feeling wrong. It feels justified. Studies on ingratitude show this resentment cycle is common. The bigger the favor, the stronger the backlash when the helped person can't match it emotionally or practically. Then there's envy, the silent killer in these dynamics. When you help someone rise, you're not just giving them a hand, you're showing them a mirror. They see your competence, your resources, your stability. If they're insecure, that reflection burns. Your success, even if modest, highlights their failures. The very ladder you helped them climb reminds them how far behind they were. Jealousy festers fastest towards those closest, especially those who've witnessed your lows and highs. They begged for your help, but once they're up, they don't want to share the view. They want to be the one looked up to. Betrayal becomes a way to flip the script, tear you down so they feel taller. Psychologists note that envy grows strongest towards benefactors because the helped person knows your strengths intimately. They've seen the proof up close. Power dynamics play a huge role too. When you help, you temporarily hold the upper hand. You have something they need: money, connections, emotional support, knowledge. That imbalance feels threatening to fragile egos. Some people tolerate it only while desperate. The moment they gain a sliver of independence or find a new source of power, the old debt feels like chains. They betray to break free, to prove they're no longer under your influence. It's not always conscious malice, it's instinctive status protection. In evolutionary terms, humans are wired to avoid prolonged subordination. Help that lingers as obligation triggers subconscious rebellion. Another layer: projection and shame. Deep down, many people who accept repeated help carry shame about their situation. Your kindness highlights their inadequacy. Instead of owning that shame, they project it outward. You become the symbol of their humiliation. Betraying you is like punishing the mirror that showed them the unflattering truth. They convince themselves you're judgmental, condescending, or fake, even if you've never said a word. This projection lets them sleep at night. The betrayal isn't about you, it's about escaping their own self-loathing. Look at personality traits too. People high in narcissism or Machiavellianism are especially prone to this. They see relationships transactionally. Your help is a resource to exploit. Once extracted, you're disposable. They feel no loyalty because loyalty requires empathy, and empathy is in short supply. For narcissists, gratitude threatens their inflated self-view. They can't admit needing anyone. Betrayal restores their sense of superiority. Dark triad traits explain why the most ruthless betrayals often come from those who smiled widest while taking. There's also the simple cruelty of human memory. People remember slights longer than favors. Your one no or boundary after dozens of yeses overshadows everything you gave. They fixate on the moment you couldn't or wouldn't help more, ignoring the mountain of support before it. This selective memory makes betrayal feel proportionate in their mind. They let me down once, so I owe them nothing. And let's talk about reciprocity gone wrong. The Ben Franklin effect shows asking for help can build liking, but one-sided giving often does the opposite. When help flows only one way for too long, the receiver doesn't bond, they detach. They start seeing you as a vending machine, not a person. When the machine stops dispensing or demands something back, they feel entitled to smash it. Ungrateful people rarely reciprocate because reciprocity requires seeing the giver as equal. Help without limits trains entitlement instead of appreciation. Real-world examples are everywhere. The mentee who gets promoted thanks to your guidance then blocks you when you ask for a small favor. The friend you bailed out financially who spreads rumors when you set a boundary. The family member you supported through crisis who sides against you in conflict. These aren't anomalies, they're the rule when help meets human fragility. So, what does this teach us about human nature? Kindness doesn't guarantee loyalty. Trust must be earned mutually, not assumed through generosity. People protect their ego above almost everything. When your help threatens that ego through debt, envy, shame, or power imbalance, betrayal becomes their shield. The painful truth: the more you give without discernment, the more likely you attract those who resent the giver. Chronic helpers often become targets because they signal unlimited supply. Predators and the insecure sense it. Boundaries aren't mean, they're protective. Helping selectively, expecting reciprocity, and watching actions over words filters out the ones most likely to turn. You don't have to stop being generous, but understand the psychology. See the signs early. Reluctance to say thank you sincerely, discomfort with equality, quickness to criticize, or rewriting history to minimize what you did. When those appear, pull back. Protect your energy. The right people will value your help without needing to diminish you. Betrayal from the helped stings because it attacks our belief in goodness. But recognizing the mechanisms, debt aversion, envy, dissonance, shame, power flips, frees you. It wasn't your fault, it was their struggle with being human. Knowing this, you can keep your heart open without leaving it unprotected. In the end, the people worth helping are those who grow stronger without needing to pull you down. Treasure them. As for the rest, let them go. Their betrayal says more about their inner world than it could ever about your worth. You've done enough. Now, do right by yourself. So remember, true loyalty isn't bought with kindness, it's built through mutual respect, shared struggle, and reciprocal effort. The people who truly deserve your help are the ones who rise and still reach back to lift others, who say thank you without flinching, who celebrate your wins instead of resenting them. Those are the rare ones worth investing in again and again. The rest? Let their betrayal be your quiet lesson, not your wound. You're not here to fix everyone. You're here to protect your peace, guard your energy, and keep showing up as the generous, grounded person you are, without apology and without naivety. You've got this. Keep choosing yourself first, keep helping wisely,
and watch how the right people start finding their way into your life. If this hit home for you, if you've ever felt that sting of being betrayed by the very person you pulled up, drop a like on this video to let me know you're out there, and hit that subscribe button with notifications on so you never miss an upload from Better You Daily. We drop real psychology, raw truths, and practical ways to level up your mind and relationships every single week. Until next time, stay aware, stay strong, and never stop growing into the best version of you. Take care.